Yeah, just thought I'd give an update on how this next portion of the summer holiday has gone. Yeah, so regarding travel for Tristan, I got contacted by the council, the transport section, and then was told to fill in this travel training form. Then I did hear back quite quickly actually from the travel trainers, and they're from a different department, not Southend Council. They're from this sort of bigger department covering Chelmsford as well, I think. And yeah, spoke to a lovely lady, and then I said, yeah, absolutely fine, come round and assess Tristan, because I don't feel that at this time he's able to take in the teaching. That would be, he'd be required really to be in that state to be able to absorb what they're trying to teach him. So travel training, the purpose of that is that they would actually train Tristan so he can travel independently. Yeah, so I felt like, okay, here we go, let's jump this hurdle. Yeah, the lady came round a couple of Mondays ago, and what was fantastic is she has a background as a teacher in special educational needs. So as soon as she saw Tristan, she got what I'm talking about. So obviously now he's over 6 foot tall. His stimming has gotten really, really, it looks violent, it's really, really extreme. So she was aware of how that looks to other people. Let's say he did travel on his own. Say even he could. What would that look like if he's hitting himself? Like at the moment, he's whacking his legs really hard, both of them. Like so hard, they go really, really red. And obviously with what's going on in his head and things, he will just verbalize that and say he's hearing voices or say whatever's happening to him as he's walking along. Yeah, so that was great. I felt, with all the questions that she put to me and Tristan, yeah, it did really help her to kind of like see what I was saying on the form. So she told us outright that she agreed that, yeah, Tristan's just not open to travel training at this time. So she then sent the referral back to Southend Council. Southend Council contacted me and said they'd received that. They then asked me for proof that Tristan's on, I can't remember the word, like an enhanced payment for mobility, meaning that he really does need support with travelling and a lot of support. So then I was asked to take pictures of all of the PIP form, and I was thinking all of the pages because it's actually quite a lot. And then send that back over to a particular person. So I did that straight away, sent those over. So I'm hoping at this point we've jumped a couple of hurdles there that are irrefutable. Number one, the travel trainers aren't going to be training Tristan. Number two, the PIP form is irrefutable. That means there's evidence as well that he's unable to travel independently. So it looks like, the needle's going towards Tristan going on the minibus. But I don't want to make any assumptions because there may be something else that I'm pushed about. But that's where we are at with that. Medical stuff. So I can't remember if I said now, but yeah, and I think I did. We've come around where services now also agree that the blood tests and MRI aren't going to successfully happen without Tristan having some really, really specialist help and support during this process. So the social worker went back to a specialist in people with learning disabilities in the medical system. She said actually she doesn't think that Southend has the right kind of support for Tristan. That means that all of this is going back to the GP that I saw towards the end of 2025. And then he is going to have to make the referral for Tristan, I guess, to be seen at a hospital in London that's got that specialism in neurology. Yeah, so that's where we are at with that. Yeah, when I first got the text message from the social worker to say that it is gonna have to go back to the GP, I did actually burst into tears, and I did some sort of rageful painting in the boys' bedroom because I just felt sad. But at least things are moving, I guess, you know. Yeah, so that's that side of it. In terms of summer with Tristan, I've tried to tick all the things off on his bucket list for summer. One was going to a buffet restaurant, and then there was a journey to Leicester that we've done. The journey that we took on Saturday into London, and we went all the way along the Jubilee line to Stanmore, and then got a bus to Harrow, and yeah, sort of travelled on various lines. And so he was happy with that because we got to travel on various different lines and things, and he got to see Liverpool Street Station and Southend Central. So that was another one ticked off, despite the fact that I myself felt terrible that day, and I had to sort of animate myself around London. And I thought, well, at least if we just travel, I don't have to speak. It kind of worked, and Tristan was happy. And outside of that, we've been doing all the paintings that he has had in his mind to do. That in itself has been a lot, because most of the time when he's started a painting, he's really got that interference in his brain, and he's found it very hard at times to paint the painting in the way that he was hoping. So there has been a few evenings of him getting very angry and hitting himself, and shouting various things that I won't repeat. But I've sort of viewed it to kind of see it as that I'm there to make sure that he does the painting. The good thing about it is, you know, when I say helping someone with autism to stay tethered, finishing a painting and having to use the paintbrush and be careful it doesn't drip, having to plan out a painting, all those things, I feel, regardless of his difficulties, it is therapeutic because he's achieving something that he was speaking about doing. But it's been a battle. It's been a battle in other ways as well, because he likes to pour the paint in every single vessel that is around him in the house. And it's been quite messy. And I felt a bit sort of about how messy it's been. But, you know, he's happy. He's happy. And I feel that, like I said, by the end of the summer, we will have enough work, and I am going to submit it. So he might do an exhibition at the local library, for example. But yeah, it's been a journey. You know, it's been a journey being an artist skivvy. Yeah, so that's a lot of our experience so far. Yeah, so that's it. So next week his brothers get back, and then I'm hoping that then we can sort of move on from the painting and focus on some other things. But yeah, at least so far, yeah, we've done a lot of productive things. I've also ordered some very large size shoes, which is not an easy feat either. Pardon the pun.